A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant shift in strategy, the Trump administration has announced the withdrawal of approximately 2,000 National Guard troops from Los Angeles, a move that marks a major reduction in the federal military presence in the city. This decision comes as the city has been embroiled in widespread protests against the federal government's aggressive immigration enforcement tactics. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth confirmed the withdrawal, stating that the lawlessness in Los Angeles is subsiding, which justifies the reduction of troops deployed to assist in federal immigration raids. The deployment of these troops began in early June, when President Trump ordered around 4,000 National Guard personnel and 700 Marines to Los Angeles in response to escalating protests against immigration raids that have reportedly led to the arrest of nearly 2,800 undocumented immigrants. The military presence was intended to support law enforcement agencies in maintaining order during a tumultuous period marked by civil unrest. Mayor Karen Bass of Los Angeles has characterized the withdrawal as a significant victory for the community, attributing it to the collective efforts of peaceful protests, rallies, and legal actions taken against the Trump administration's policies. This happened because the people of Los Angeles stood united and stood strong, Bass stated, emphasizing the importance of civic engagement in achieving this outcome. The mayor highlighted a lawsuit that successfully led to a federal judge's order prohibiting immigration officers from detaining individuals based solely on their race or language. Despite the withdrawal of half of the National Guard troops, concerns remain regarding the remaining federal presence in Los Angeles. Governor Gavin Newsom has criticized the continued deployment, arguing that it has left essential services understaffed and that many troops are unable to perform their critical duties across California. In a social media post, Newsom called for the complete withdrawal of the remaining federal troops, labeling the situation as a political theater rather than a necessary security measure. The deployment of federal troops to Los Angeles has been controversial, with many local leaders and citizens opposing the military's involvement in immigration enforcement. The Trump administration's approach has faced numerous legal challenges across the country, with critics arguing that it violates the Posse Comitatus Act, which restricts the use of military personnel for domestic law enforcement purposes. A recent ruling from a U.S. appeals court has allowed the Trump administration to retain control of California's National Guard, a decision that has drawn ire from state officials. As the situation in Los Angeles evolves, the Pentagon's announcement of troop withdrawal signals a potential shift in the administration's approach to immigration enforcement and military involvement in civil matters. The decision comes on the heels of heightened public scrutiny and legal challenges faced by the administration, as support for immigration reform continues to grow among the American public. Recent polls indicate a decline in support for mass deportation efforts, suggesting that the tide may be turning against the administration's hardline stance on immigration. The presence of National Guard troops in Los Angeles was initially justified as a necessary measure to address rising tensions and ensure public safety during a period of civil unrest. However, the effectiveness and appropriateness of such a deployment have been called into question, particularly as protests have largely remained peaceful in recent weeks. Mayor Bass has expressed hope that the withdrawal of troops will mark the end of what she describes as an experiment with the lives of people in the community. As the remaining National Guard troops continue their deployment, the future of immigration enforcement in Los Angeles remains uncertain. The Trump administration's reliance on military resources to manage domestic issues raises important questions about the role of the military in civil society and the implications for community relations in a city with a significant population of undocumented immigrants. The ongoing legal battles surrounding the deployment of National Guard troops and the broader immigration policies of the Trump administration will likely continue to shape the political landscape in California and beyond. As community leaders and activists remain vigilant, the recent troop withdrawal serves as a reminder of the power of civic engagement and collective action in advocating for change. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.